Hi, I'm Michael with The New Sound, and I'm here in Gastown in downtown Vancouver, and I'm gonna head up and talk to my buddy DJ Jan about music production. Let's go! Okay, so I'm here with DJ Jan. He's a producer, a DJ, and is actually the man behind all of the New Sound videos.
What's up?
So, what inspires you the most when you're creating music, and how does that inspiration translate into the music you're making?
Yeah, I would say digging through my old folders of things I just recorded on my iPhone, you know, like a muffler noise, you know, that I was messing around with, just this muffler going bum 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 bum. And it just sounds like a synth of sorts, you know, once you put like some reverb on it, you know, a little bit of phaser, maybe some saturation, you know, EQ some parts, it starts to sound like an instrument. And so the process itself kind of just feeds in on itself and re-inspires the work.
Okay, so how has your childhood impacted the way you make music?
Yeah, so my ear's very attuned to different melodies and harmonies. And I think that's because when I was a kid growing up in the Czech Republic, my parents put me into violin lessons at a very young age. I guess they saw something in a kid that was more interested in music than like sports and all other stuff. So they doubled down on me and I ended up nerding out all on my own. The first instrument that I started playing in Canada was the guitar when I was 14. And as soon as I got that guitar, I learned all System of a Down songs. Wake up! Wake up! And that's all I knew on the guitar ever, to this day.
So I'm just curious, how has technology impacted the way you make music?
All the AI tools that are available right now, I will try all of them. I will use them and I will abuse them until I can't use them anymore. You know, I'm using them in different aspects to help me with creative block, help me push a track to completion, you know, and these tools are getting better and better and more capable of actually giving you what it is you're looking for, which is super awesome.
We've had a past of playing shows together. That's how we met. And like, that was always really cool. You know, your electronic music making and actually like bring that live with like a, you know, guitar player and then like a singer, and that was always really cool.
That was so fun, and it was a whole other way for me to be able to bring music from the computer in front of people, be able to like pound out bass lines and, you know, be able to rock out with you on stage to our own music.
Yeah.
Was insane.
Do you have a favorite piece of equipment in your home studio?
Definitely the Push. This is the Push 2 made by Ableton. It is the controller to get if you use Ableton Live because it is Ableton in a hardware form.
If you could give one piece of advice to an aspiring producer, what would it be?
Just make music for yourself, you know, and don't let any other factors really get in the way, and stay true to that thing that called you to music in the first place.
Jan, would it be possible to show us a production tip?
Absolutely. So here's a quick tip for all of you who want your chord progressions to stand out and sound a lot more impressive. Try this. And what I did here is I made a simple minor triad. I just picked a random note, made a triad out of it, and then I added a note that sounds very obviously wrong. And together, does not sound super great, but it does sound tense. Here's the same triad, but with a note that's one lower than that A. So I ended up picking some random spots for these stacks of chords, and they sound like this. Tension with the release, and then with the drums. You can already get a sense of where the melody should go. So that's my one tip.
I just want to give a massive shout out to the Edith Lando Virtual Learning Center located at the University of British Columbia for their support in creating this content. Thanks for watching, keep creating, and we'll see you in the next video.